This is a good example of the rule of thirds. The basic principle behind the rule of thirds is to imagine breaking an image into thirds, both horizontally and vertically, so that you have 9 parts. Placing points of interest in the intersections or along the lines creates a more balanced composition. This is a good example of depth of field. Try to add depth of field in your shots. This will make your shots more visually interesting. This iPad footage demonstrates depth of field. This is the incorrect way to hold an iPad. Make sure you are filming in landscape and not portrait. This iPad footage demonstrates the incorrect way to hold an iPad. This footage has been shot in portrait mode when it should have been shot in landscape. This is the correct way to hold an iPad. Make sure you are filming in landscape. Make sure you are holding the device with both hands and standing straight up. Never seat your interviewee in a chair that rolls or moves. You do not want your subject moving around. Seat them in a chair without wheels. This iPad footage demonstrates bad seating. This is a good example of seating and eye level during an interview. This is a bad example of eye level during an interview. If the interviewee is standing, the cameraman and interviewer should also stand. If the interviewee is sitting, the cameraman and the interviewer should also sit. This iPad footage demonstrates a bad example of eye level. This is a good example of eye level during an interview. This is a bad example of framing. Do not film your subject from a lower angle and tilt the camera upwards. Make sure you don't have too much headspace. Headroom is the space between the subject and the top of the frame. The subject should not have too much space above their head, but they do need some space. Make sure you don't cut off the subject's head in the frame. This iPad footage demonstrates cut-off headroom.